MPs returned to Ottawa after a 2-week break, and they just have about 10 days to fast-track legislation before the barbecue circuit begins. These are 5 things that I'm going to be watching. One is the growing unease among Liberal MPs. The pipeline pact with Alberta was signed when MPs were away in their ridings. Liberal MPs will be meeting for the first time this week since that pipeline pact was signed between Carney and Alberta Premier Danielle Smith. Quebec MP Stephen Guilbeault has been unusually quiet ever since they made this deal, even though he resigned from cabinet after that initial MOU was signed. But he's not one to shy away from reporters on the Hill, so I'm curious to see what Liberals are going to be outspoken against Carney's rollback of environmental policies. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has a new purpose, and that is to keep Canada together. He says he's even going to be in Alberta campaigning on a national unity message. Some of his MPs are even starting to vocalize how they're going to be voting in the October referendum, but this is also a flashpoint for Prime Minister Mark Carney, who is facing a leadership test to keep the country together. Google and Apple will be at the Public Safety Committee, which is studying Bill C-22, which is a lawful access bill that essentially gives police more power to look into Canadians' personal information online. They say this is needed for gathering digital evidence during cross-border investigation and tackling transnational crimes. But tech companies say the bill as is goes way too far and is going to open up the door to allowing police to access Canadians' private information, such as messages, their photos, families' locations, and so on. Many tech companies are even threatening to either scale back operations in Canada or pull out completely, and this even includes Canadian companies like VPN services. This is one of several bills that the Liberal government is trying to force through before summer breaks. Prime Minister Mark Carney is also headed to New York City this week. He's pitching Canada to Wall Street investors while also continuing to say that Canada needs to diversify away from the United States. And China's Foreign Affairs Minister Wang Yi returns to Ottawa after more than a decade. This delegation is part of Canada's realignment with Beijing, and expect lots of trade and EV talk to be in the headlines. What are you going to be looking out for?